Helen is my hero and my gift. The year was 1934. I know, back in the dark ages. I was a cute 3-year-old white child living in South Carolina. If you saw the movie The Help, I was that little white girl and Helen was the maid. I loved Helen as my mama and she loved me as her child. Helen worked for us from Monday to Friday, and each Saturday morning my mother washed my hair, always getting suds in my eyes. I would cry, mother would spank. Finally, Helen had had enough. She walked 1.5 miles from her house to my house every Saturday morning. Washed my hair, no suds. Walked home, no pay, just love. When I was 13, she came to work one morning and I could tell she'd been crying all night. Her eyes were red. What happened? Your eyes are so red. What? You've been crying all night. Oh, child, she said. A white man was killed and they took a black man to the woods. They strung him up on a tree while a white cross burned. They lynched him, child. They lynched him. And she and I fell into each other's arms crying. But my family were prejudiced also. Helen and the man who did our yard ate their lunch on the patio while we dined in the dining room in air conditioning. Even at 13, I knew something had to be done, so I began to fight prejudice in my own home. As a senior in 1952 in high school, I wrote a speech entitled, "What Will a Youth Do with His Life?" I won the South Carolina speaking contest with that speech, and as my prize, I shared a stage with Billy Graham, and I gave that speech to his large audience. What was intended for evil was used for good. That fall, when I went off to college, I went to say goodbye to Helen at her house. Her home was on a hill, and she was standing on the front porch. She took me in her wonderful arms, and we cried together. Then she pushed me out to arm's length. "Child," she said, "I raised you never to hate anybody. Now I expect you to love everybody. I expect you to love the rich and the poor, the young and the old, the black and the white, the able, the disabled, the teenager, the children. I expect you to love everybody." I'm 82 years old, and I love everybody.